Hello everyone, I'm Amy's Story with Stamped with Joy, and this is episode 2 of Where in the World is Amy Stamping? If you want to know the history about this series, watch episode 1 and I explain where this idea came from. But my husband Jimmy and I are on a road trip visiting national parks, and I'm stamping at each one of them because why not? You can make a card anywhere. So today we are at the beautiful, breathtaking Zion National Park in Utah. And this is our first time here, and I'm telling you, it is spectacular. I can see why everybody raves about it. Jimmy's showing you some of the view around because it is just incredible. Even just driving down into the canyon as we came in was just so beautiful. And many of you did guess right. We haven't had cell service for quite a while, so I haven't been able to see all the comments, but I saw a bunch of you did guess correctly that it was Zion National Park. So anyway, so let's make a card. Jimmy's gonna come around. We're doing this very low-tech here out in the wilderness. So I'm gonna do another card today using the Scenic Adventure stamp set. Remember yesterday I didn't bring it with me? Today I did. And oh, by the way, I should say we just finished hiking 1.5 miles on a couple of different trails, and it was so fun. We hiked to get here and we did great. It was so fun. Anyway, we're proud of ourselves.
Take this cap off.
Oh, okay, let me take my cap off because it's in the way. So this is the Scenic Adventure stamp set. It also has a coordinating die set, which I didn't even bring with me on the trip, but it's cool. It does. You saw it in action yesterday, and you'll probably see it in action again tomorrow. But this is the bundle that I'm giving away. At the end of this trip, when we get back home, I'm going to draw a winner to win the bundle, and everybody's name will be in there once for every day that you comment on the video of that day. So every episode that you comment on, your name will go in one time for that. So, all right.
And don't you have an ordering special going?
Oh, thank you. Yes, because I totally forgot to mention it. So I do have an ordering special going this whole time we're gone. It started yesterday through the August the 16th. If you place a minimum $75 order, I'm going to send you 5 handmade cards and a free embellishment. And those will be sent out towards the end of the month. After I get back and I can get them all ordered and everything, I will mail those to you. And there is a sale going on that just started today. There's an in-color sale, and also new items were added to the last chance list. So there's all kinds of good deals that you can combine with my special. And it's called National Park Perks. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's get busy. We have got... I have a sheet of basic beige cardstock. So I'm going to start by folding that in half, yes. And then I have, well, let's do this first because I'm trying to keep stuff from blowing away again. It is windy again today, but it seems like it's not blowing as directly on us as it was yesterday. So let me stick that on, and that's a 1/4 sheet of early espresso cardstock. It's 5 1/4 by 4, and so that is stuck on there. Sorry, this wind or something just makes my nose run like crazy, so I'm trying not to sniff through the whole thing like I did yesterday. All right, so this is a 2 by 5 1/4 inch piece of, again, I used it yesterday too. This is the Weekend Adventures DSP, which is so cute. It's cute for card making, and it also has a scrapbooking set that you can also get. You can get just the DSP or either one, but so it would be great for either purpose. So I'm sticking that on. Okay, now we're going to set that aside for a moment, and I'm going to bring in, this is a die cut piece of basic beige, and I used the Textured Notes dies to die cut this piece. And so we're going to stamp today. Instead of using the dies, I'm just going to use the stamps to build a scene. But to start with, I am going to brush some color onto this, and I'm using my ink pads and the small blending brushes. So you're just going to take your blending brush and rub it in your ink, and I always start off on some scratch paper because I don't want that big blob of ink to start with, and then a light touch is important. You don't want to press too hard so that you don't get those blobs. So I kind of always start off like that, and then you can always build. So it's better to start light and just add more to build your color so that you don't get those blobs, as I call them. So I'm adding cloud cover is the first color. I don't know if I said that or not. I feel like I need just a little bit more. Cloud cover is the perfect color for the sky, hence the name cloud cover. All right. Oh, before I put that up, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this cloud. It's kind of clouds and mountains. It could kind of be both. Seen kind of in the background right here. All right, so that is stamped in cloud cover. Now, next we're going to sponge a little crushed curry on, again, with the blending brushes. Start off and just start brushing that color on. Like I said, a light touch. You don't want to press too hard or you get those big blobs of color. This just gives a smoother look. All right, so there's some yellow, and I like how it kind of blends with the blue a little bit. And then the last one I'm going to sponge on is Old Olive for the bottom color. Okay. Start lightly. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom on that one. All right, so there we've got our colors built on there, and that just adds a beautiful background. Oh, let me leave this open because I'm going to stamp in it now. Okay, so we're going to use this piece, which is, I think it's supposed to be water, but you know what? It works also as a grass stamp. So I'm just going to kind of make it be some grass, ground cover, whatever, and I'm just going to build this on here. Like so. Let's see how high I want it. Maybe one more layer up. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so there's the ground. Now we're going to add some trees with Garden Green ink. Now I'm going to start with the big, tall, skinny one. My cameraman is just doing an incredible job, don't y'all think? Be sure and give a shout out to Jimmy in the video, on your comments on the video. All right, there's a tall one. And then I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do the small one next first. Let's do the small one. I want it down a little, like maybe right here. I want to give it some depth. And then we're gonna stamp this one about right there. So there we have a little grove of trees. And that looks beautiful, I think. Okay, close that up. All right, so now we're gonna layer that onto a piece of Garden Green. And you know what, I can tell you what size this is if I turn over my grid paper. Yeah, I thought it was some 1/8 probably. Yeah, it looks like it's about 5 7/8 by 3 and, wait, is that inches or centimeters? No, this, yeah, that's the inches side. Okay, yeah. But that doesn't seem, no, I don't think that's inches. That can't be. Where on earth are the inches? Well, anyway, maybe it is that size. Maybe 4 7/8. But I can always post that later. Honestly, I didn't know if I wrote it down, but I can measure it. Anyway, you know what? When you cut this, die cut this piece, it's about, I cut it about 1/8 of an inch bigger on the sides. So there you go. That's one thing I did not write down, are measurements. All right, so I'm layering that onto Garden Green, and then we're gonna pop it up on here with some dimensionals. Of course I'm gonna pop it. Dawn, wasn't it you that said, if you're watching, that I pop everything up? You're right, I do. All right. So let's put this about right here. That looks good. I have the hardest time getting things straight, particularly I put it on, I'm like, whoop, that's crooked. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to do a little improvising on this because I forgot to bring, I did not throw in the scissors today. Oops. I didn't think I needed them, but then when I got out here and got all this out, I'm like, yes, I did, because I'm supposed to fussy cut, and I do not have them. I'm just stamping the You're Amazing and Early Espresso ink. I love the font on it, on those words. Now, the problem is, Jimmy did have these handy dandy pocket knife scissors, but I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, that's next to impossible. I can't fussy cut that. So I'm not going to be able to fussy cut that. So I'm just going to show you the finished card. But pretend like I fussy cut this out around the letters, because it's just like on any piece, it was too big. So that was like the only option. I know y'all are like, what? I don't like cutting around words, but it's really not that bad. So I fussy cut with my paper snips around this. I folded up some linen thread back and forth and stuck it on adhesive behind there. I can kind of show you how I did that, but well, you know how to do that. You just fold it back and forth, stick it on the back, and then I stuck this on with dimensionals. And then I used the neutral matte dots, the basic beige ones, and stuck a few of those on there. And so there's your final card. You're amazing, which I think all of you are amazing, because I appreciate you watching this video.
Put your hat on.
Okay, I'm putting my hat back on. Alrighty. Because, you know, the bangs get really messed up when you put on hats. You know what I'm talking about. So thank you so much for watching episode 2 from the gorgeous Zion National Park in Utah. And be sure and look for tomorrow's video. This one will be posted later tonight. Well, if you're watching it, I don't know when you saw it, but we don't have service, so I'm just having to film and post later. But watch for tomorrow for episode 3. I'll be at a different park. I'll give you a hint tomorrow of where we're going to be. I bet a lot of you are going to figure it out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.